Hi there guys, Stean back again, and today I'm going to answer a question that everybody kinda talks about. It's a very common YouTube video. If you search it in the search bar, you'll find millions of people talking about this. But I'm going to talk about it in another reason, because it's does Batman and Robin, the Joel Schumacher film, Batman and Robin, does it really suck? Now, if you search this up on YouTube, obviously you're going to find everybody saying, yes, it does, it's the worst film ever. Well, I'm going to put it to you that it doesn't. Yes, I'm going to be devil's advocate here and tell you that this film is actually okay if you watch it. You have to go watch it, do a rewatch of it, and you'll realise the film is not... Fair enough, yeah, it's not like Batman Forever, the Tim Burton films. These being this film here, especially Batman Returns, is one of my favourite films. It's my second favourite comic film after Iron Man 1. Which is saying a lot. But Batman and Robin, if you go watch it, you'll realise it is not a serious film like these two first films were. It's more like the original 66 stuff. It's more like the comic, the cheesy bang pow stuff. It's really just out there and outlandish. And if you go watch it, you'll realise this. For example, I'll go back to the first Joel Schumacher film he done, was Batman Forever. Now, Batman Forever, this film, yeah, it did try to be serious. It was a little bit serious, bar one point. The film wasn't really, it wasn't as serious as the original two. It was still a little bit jokey, about out there. And the only reason the film was good was the two villains. Now, the two villains were played by Tommy Lee Jones, who, yes, plays a lot of serious roles, and it was quite serious in this. Barry was playing Two-Face really outlandishly. He was, one moment he was serious, and one moment he was just happy and joyful. It was quite nuts, quite funny looking, and especially if you've watched Tommy Lee Jones films, this was a very unlike characteristic of a Tommy Lee Jones character, so it was quite funny. And they also hired Enigma, they hired an actor to play Enigma, who was Jim Carrey. Now, at this point, Jim Carrey had made what I looked up, and I could find two films that are quite famous in his name. One being Dumb and Dumber, and one being The Mask. Now, these are around about the same time as he made this film. Now, these are two very funny films, and Jim Carrey had also just done Saturday Night Live and a lot of stand-up things, but in a film universe, he was just doing these funny films. So why would you hire somebody as Jim Carrey, who had just been a comedic actor, to play Enigma, who, if you didn't want to make a comedy film, exactly. Then on to Batman and Robin. Now this is the film I'm really talking about. Batman and Robin is a film everybody hates, but it doesn't deserve as much hatred. Watch it again, you'll realise it's actually one big joke, or one big homage to the 66 stuff. They even use the line in it, Bat Bomb. Bat Bomb is quite funny if you think about the original shows, because everything has the word bat in front of it. For example, in the movie, Batman's getting attacked by a shark. It's, a rubber shark. So he's hanging out of a helicopter, and he gets Robin to somehow let the helicopter fly itself. It must have fallen apart, and pass down the bat shark repellent. Not just shark repellent, bat shark repellent. So because it was just for repelling sharks, but because it was Batman's, I had to have the word bat before it, which, yeah, just explains everything about the film, the 66 stuff, and it explains why I think this film is just a homage to it, because of the Bat Bomb and everything like that. Also, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm going to leave this with you. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Do you hire Arnold Schwarzenegger to play a serious role? Do you hire Arnold Schwarzenegger to play a villain called Mr. Freeze? Give him all these puns and all these one-liners to say, and do you think it's going to be serious? It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger is never serious. Even back with his Terminator stuff, it's some of my favourite films. Even with Predator, as I've done a review before, and you know I'm not a big fan of it, but he's even not 100% serious in that. Arnold Schwarzenegger, his whole thing is the fact he's one-liners, and he's not to be taken very serious. He's bald in it. He is blue because he's fell into nitrogen. He's just funny. It's just a cracking role for him. And it's not a role you're meant to take serious. And this is the hatred that he gets. This film gets a lot of hatred for this one thing, for the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze. And according to people, this is what he's ruined. He ruined this film because of his one-liners. It wasn't Arnie, it was the writers. Two, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's going to say one-liners, it's going to happen, and they're going to become some of the most famous one-liners you've ever heard. Welcome to Ice Age. Everybody says it. Everybody remembers it. It's going to be a cold night. Everybody remembers that. Everybody remembers just what every single pun / one-liner Arnold Schwarzenegger says in this film. So it worked. He done the role that he was meant to do. Everybody remembers I'll be back. Everybody remembers Get to the Chopper. So you also remember a lot of the one-liners from this film, because that was the whole point of it. The only person trying to be serious in this film was the one person playing Batman. It was George Clooney, sadly enough. To be honest, I wouldn't like him playing Batman. He's not my type of Batman, to be honest. There hasn't been a proper Batman yet, I don't think. I don't mind Michael Keaton as Batman. Didn't like... I don't like Christopher Nolan's Batmans, to be honest, but Christian Bale, if he didn't do the silly voice, he would be a good Batman. But George Clooney just shouldn't have been Batman. It just shouldn't have happened. And he was trying to be serious in this film. And I think that's maybe why folk kind of got more upset about it, was because the film was really, really cheesy and really out there, but the guy playing Bruce Wayne, playing Batman, playing Bruce Wayne, was really serious. But think about it. Is George Clooney ever comedy? Is he ever done something that's not serious? He's even fighting zombie strippers in a film, vampire strippers in a film, and he's serious in that. 10 points if you get what the reference was there. So well done. Leave a comment and tell me if you know what I'm talking about, what film it is I'm talking about there. Well done if you do. And okay, another part is back nipples, back crotch, back bum. This is the thing you get a lot. And if you go watch the film again, like I did, I watched it with a clean mind. I just watched every Batman film from 66 right through to this film. I'm waiting on my special edition Blu-rays coming before I watch the Nolan trilogy, just because I want to watch Batman. But yeah, it's I watched them again, watched it with a fresh mind, because I'm like, this isn't meant to be a film that you're meant to take serious. I knew that. I understood that. I know that from the beginning. That's the reason I watched it this way. And the bat nipples and all that, there was really, really out there, outlandish, really loud sound effects. A wee edit here because my phone decided it's not letting me record anymore. So, yeah. The sound effects in it are very outlandish, very in your face, very sort of jokey. It kind of reminds me of the fight scenes in the original 66 stuff, where it was like kapows and bows and booms and twats and stuff like that when they're fighting. It's very out there, and that's what these sound effects remind me of. So, why does this film get so much hatred? Well, it's easy to find the bad points about this film. I've just found them, a lot of them, and fair enough, yeah, I turned them on their head and made them good, but to find a point about this film to make it serious, yeah, I couldn't find any to make it. If it was going to be a serious film, I couldn't even find any good points about it. But as I've kind of tried to argue, and hopefully you now agree with me that the film isn't meant to be a serious film, it's meant to be a comedy film. Well, all these points I've listed are good points about it being a comedy film. Fair enough, yeah, as a kid I loved this film. Arnold Schwarzenegger was one of my favourite actors as a kid. I loved everything he'd done. As I've previously said in a video, Jingle All the Way is one of my favourite films of all time. You know, that says much about me and this film. This is me reviewing this, is me talking about this film. But yeah, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. Terminator 2 is one of my favourite films of all time. The Terminator franchises are fantastic. But when I was a kid, I didn't read comic books. As I've got older, and now I've read a lot of comic books, I've read a lot of Batman stuff. I understand more Batman. I love Batman now. Batman was my favourite superhero back in the day before I read comic books because of the films. Now I've read the comic books and he's still my favourite comic book character, and but the film, yeah, I understand the hatred it gets is nothing like the comic books. And I get that. I get it completely. It's not that about the comic books, but it's more, nor was the 66 Batman stuff. It was nothing like the comic books, but people loved those films. People still love those shows. People are spending £100 just to get them on Blu-ray. Personally, myself, I nearly done it. I just decided to buy the Nolan trilogy instead. I might buy it next month. But yeah, so why hate the film? The film is fantastic. I plead to everybody watching this video right now to stop watching my video, because this is the end anyway, to go rewatch the Batman, go watch Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, but don't watch them as a serious Batman film. Watch them as a comedy, and believe me, you will be in tears of laughter, because they are fantastic films. They're so funny and so awesome. So thanks for tuning in. I hope I've changed your mind on these films. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I hope I don't get too much hatred for not having hatred on this film. Because yeah, it is a shit film. The film sucks so bad. But as a Batman film anyway. But if you watch it as a comedy, it's fantastic. It's one of the best comedy films out there. I've laughed as hard at a film than I have at Batman and Robin for a while actually. So bad Batman, the movie, the 66 one, because it's just, what can I say? Batman's running about with a bomb, and he can't get rid of it because there's so many civilians about, and he can't risk hurting them. That's all I'm going to tell you. If you haven't seen the film, go watch it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Comment down below, what's your thoughts on Batman and Robin? Do you hate it? Have I changed your mind? Are you going to go watch it again as a comedy? Hit the like button and push that red button down there to subscribe, and there should be a button here or here. I'll leave a thing here for you to go check out, go subscribe to my channel. It'll be a red box. There'll also be another box somewhere on the screen that will let you go watch my previous video, which I think is my Metallica Through the Never review. Go check that out as well, and yeah, see you later and have a great day. Just watching.